Ciao ragazzi, vi rubo solo 2 secondi per ricordarvi di iscrivervi e di lasciare un bel mi piace. Grazie e buona visione!
Say that again?
Procreon is crawling with a little, what do you call them?
Oh, the Psy. They infested the capital after most of the Talans evacuated. Psy just want a quiet place to live in peace.
Well, Psy eat assiers. Did you know that?
We don't know much about Psy, even though they're probably the oldest life forms on Adelpha.
I guess living in peace also helps them live longer.
If they were persecuted, they would fight or revert, just like the rest of us.
Okay, sensitive topic. I gotta go now. Slate out. Come to daddy. Wrong way, Slade.
Ulukai!
Lias? What are you doing here?
I couldn't risk using the comlink. They may be listening.
Who are you talking about? Speak, Dalatai Guardian!
We have spotted a massive convoy en route with reinforcements.
Oh no!
The invaders are regrouping for an attack on Emiya.
We have to evacuate the village!
We don't have time. I'll intercept the convoy before it reaches their base.
But how?
The Galenta. With your permission, Chief. I could...
Take her. And may the Yods be with you both, Ulukai.
Excuse me.
Slade, do you read me? I'm sending you the coordinates of a new facility. The quantum field is.
Now's not the best time, soldier. Your friends are on their way to eradicate Talan village.
Let me check the log. Jesus, that transport ship's got hundreds of armed infantry units. What are you going to do?
Improvise. Did you say hundreds?
You don't have to fight the troops. A transport ship can be sabotaged from the outside if you have a way to board it.
Oh, I got one big flying way indeed. Slade out. Time for a swim. to that convoy and bring it down. You hear me?
human casualties.
Yeah, but I have a feeling they'll keep coming. I'd better have an eye on the sky from now on.
I'll monitor the transport log as well. By the way, found a decryption code to another quantum fence, marking the position on your map.
Understood. Thanks. Slate out.
Please accept this Daramon as a symbol of our gratitude. Tell the Almayel that Amias stands with the Talans of Adelpha, united as one nation in the eyes and ears of the Yachts.
Thank you, Doc. I'm gonna head up to Kizar with this.
Come on!
Gotcha. Taking this. Okay, they all want to play. These Talans don't look so happy.
There must be a way to activate Palana's master Doko, Ulakai. Even though the pilgrims are not allowed to use it, it's still a useful way to access the village. Can you raid the outpost I marked on your map? It's located near you.
Raiding outposts is what I do. You can count on me, Elias. Ah, shit, here they come. Fancy weapon module. Cool. Are you the leader of this place?
I am Rumbar, chief of Palana. And you are?
Wait a minute. Did you just say your name is Rumbar?
Son of Tequila Bar.
I love you guys. What is this place about?
Palana is the ancient word for pilgrim. The town is built on the roots of the essence vine, which makes it a sacred destination for every Talan who is done with his life.
We only got grapevines where I'm from. I would give a lot for a glass of wine right now.
Most pilgrims who are visiting Palana have lost their way. Some have lost their mind. You seem to be the latter. Maybe you should have your head checked, or speak with Hirax and see if he can make sense of what you're saying.
Place is pretty quiet. What are you doing all day?
The Darshans are closed, but a few pilgrims like you are still arriving. I listen to their tales and keep track of the Hazadesses they encounter during their long journeys.
Hazadesses are like spirits, right? Or souls? Are there a lot of them out there?
Unfortunately, yes. I locate the Hazadesses and send my people to guide them back to Palana, in the hope our Darshams will open once again. Have you met any tormented Hazadesses yourself?
How can I help the Hazadesses I come across?
If a Hazadess is lost, it only takes some Hazadav to guide it to a Darsham or an Essence Shrine. However, some are stuck at a location, and it will take more to solve their life goal. Every case is different, so you will have to find out for yourself.
Do you think your town has what it takes to rise up and fight the invaders?
Like the Dalatai Guardians did. No. Their Hazadesses are scattered across the planet, waiting for a reversion that may never come.
Sorry to hear that.
It's a disgraceful end for Talan. I don't wish it on my worst enemies. I hope we won't all end that way, separated from this world, unable to return our essence to the odds. Talans don't fear reversion, but this is different. This is eternal damnation. Hirax could tell you more about it. He's the elected caretaker of the Vine, and the only Talan I know who's connected to all four essences.
Hazadav. Sounds important. What is it?
It's a sacred incense that burns in between worlds. We use it to guide lost Hazadesses to a Darasham, or to an Essence Shrine. Our Master of Ceremonies, Hirax, can make it, so speak to him if you need some. You must be busy. Next time that...
Sorry to disturb you. May I have a word?
Turn back, pilgrim. You came all the way to this Yod's forsaken place for nothing.
Woke up on the wrong toes, huh? I just want to talk.
You bet your tiny head you want to talk. I'm Hirax, Master of Ceremonies. Pilgrims used to line up to hear my sermons. Now, Palana's an empty shell of its former glory.
Hazadav. Yeah, sounds familiar. What is it?
It's incense with a scent only Hazadesses can smell. Drags them to wherever you have to guide them.
So it's bait. Okay. Can I get some?
I stopped making it when the Daoka went down. Why attract more Hazadesses to Palana when there's no Darashams to pass through?
Can you make some?
You're persistent, huh? I can't make Hazadav without some Miliorats, which are sacred flowers found in Kizar. If I had those and some sap from Z-Dogs, then Maybe I could whip something up.
I don't see anyone queuing here. Where are the pilgrims?
Probably waiting for someone to fix our Daoka. Or is it already fixed? Not my concern. Pilgrimage is supposed to be a long journey on foot.
What are the pilgrims seeking here?
Probably what you're seeking. Answers. I used to have them all. But those were better moons. I'm not as inspired as I used to be.
I hear you used to be more inspired here, Axe. What happened to you?
You only become a master of ceremonies after a life of pilgrimage around Adelpha, collecting stories and wisdom from all over the world. It's a sharing process that enriches my 4 essences.
4 essences? I thought every Talan is only supposed to have 1.
Yes, that is the law of the yards, but once every life cycle, a male Talan is born with 4 essences and raised by the Almayel to become the next master of ceremonies. It's an important responsibility to be a good caretaker and a beacon of wisdom for my people. I lost most of it after the invasion.
There are all kinds of ways to be inspired. Can't you read a scroll or something?
Inspiration comes from hearing the last words of a Talan who's decided to revert, or understanding the purpose of a Hazardess's life. With our villages isolated and the Darashams closed, the weight of failure is too great.
At least there's no invaders in town.
But so many Hazardesses, all unable to join with the yards and turning the essence vine dry. The invaders are reverting a lot of our people to impose their dominion. And yet, in such violent times, where reverting ceremonies are needed every moon, my last ritual was performed thousands of moons ago. I am useless.
You seem perfectly fit. Start getting things done. Get to work, my man.
Or you got less brains than a Zort-flavored bowl of res. Can't you see? The Darashams are closed. Legions of tormented Hazardesses are stuck in between worlds. I have nowhere to guide them. I couldn't save the essence vine. I failed in the eyes of our yards.
So while other Talans here are the keepers of the Darashams, you are the keeper of the essence vine?
More of a caretaker, not a good one. The origin of its roots are under your feet. With the devoted care of the Master of Ceremonies, that's me, the vine is meant to stretch as far as a Talan can measure. That's how it used to be, back in the moons.
But judging by the long face, you don't get a kick from your gardening job anymore.
Without reverted essences, the vine suffers. It is now shrunk to its most critical bastion. And I don't know if I have what it takes to heal its core. I feel I don't. I know I don't. The essence vine needs a new caretaker. Someone who has the strength to revive its immense power.
About that power, could it be used as a weapon against the invaders?
You could, if the balance was restored and enough essences were reverted through the 4 Darashams. The vine would be our strongest attack against the oppressors,
But what?
the Darashams are out of order. Another disaster we can blame the invaders for.
So how do we fix them?
Speak to the Darasham keepers. They should point you in the right direction. This moon will never end.
Hi there, I'm Cutter Slade.
Welcome, strong and confident pilgrim. I'm Kor, the Shamas of Palana, and keeper of the Ka Darusham.
What's wrong with Hirax?
Poor Hirax. Even a Shamas can't heal the wound inside him.
Is it in his head?
If you mean his mind is about to break, then yes.
What happened to him?
As the master of ceremonies, not being able to help the needy Talans and hazardesses has taken a heavy toll on Hirax. He grows more depressed every moon, and I believe he feels responsible for some of the latest incidents.
Incidents? What kind?
You have to understand, Hirax was once such a beacon of light that pilgrims from all over Adelpha would seek his guidance.
I'm here to help. Do you have anything for me?
I could tell you the tale of a poor harvester from Emia who was deeply in love with the widow of a Dolatai guardian. His name was Tuyol. Tuyol was still young, but if the widow rejected his love one more time, he pledged to revert at the Kardarosham, whether active or not.
Can you patch my wounds?
Ashamas cannot refuse to heal. That's the will of the Yards.
I'm collecting scrolls for Procreana's librarian, Kurag. He's rebuilding the Dano library in Procreana. Maybe the one you're reading is one of them.
Ah yes, Kurag. Not the most open-minded fellow. Yes, I borrowed it from the library, actually. 90 Shades of Ka.
Great. Can I give it back to him?
Well, the late fees on this must be tremendous.
Where can I find the Ka Darasham?
Like the air it represents, the Kardarosham has always been invisible. But alas, the invasion has now made the Darosham non-existent.
How can you tell the difference?
Look down at the bottom of the cliff over there. You'll see poor hazardesses tormented by their tragic fate. They were once proud Talans who decided to revert without knowing the difference between what is eternal and what is no more. I'm here to prevent more Talans from jumping over the cliff until the Kardarosham is restored and I can be its keeper again.
Why don't you restore the Darasham?
To do that, I would need to travel to the Ka Temple and retrieve the Ka Codex, which I can't. But even if I did, it wouldn't be enough.
Meaning you got a bigger rock in your shoe? Let me hear it.
What an odd combination of words. I'm referring to the smoke coming out of the invader's factory. It's so thick that it suffocates the Ka essence. Sometimes we can't even see the moons anymore. The imbalance not only affects the Darosham, I can feel my healing abilities regressing. Every Shamaz is concerned. I would shut down the factory myself if it wasn't so heavily defended.
I guess picketing protesters won't do the trick, huh?
The smoke may be clouding your reason, Pilgrim. You keep speaking in meaningless sentences that confuse and, dare I say, slightly tease me.
Enough said. Show me the factory, and let's get this over with. The factory. How is it different from the other invader bases?
It produces an obscene amount of smoke that not only destroys the land, but poisons the air.
I'll show him how to quit smoking. Sad tale. What happened to y'all?
Hirax told this poor harvester that to seduce his love, he had to offer her frozen flowers from the highest mountain's peak. Tuyol ran off at once, totally unprepared, and never returned. Now it is whispered that Tuyol's hazardess is trapped on the mountain, and his anger is causing the terrible ice blizzard that has been reverting so many of our people.
What's a codex?
Once per cycle, the sacred codex is brought back to the Temple of Ka so its energy can be replenished by the Yards. This energy, in turn, powers the Kardarosham for a full cycle.
So the codex never made it back from the temple?
After the Daroshams closed, our chief, Rumbar, ordered every codex to be returned to their rightful temple so they could remain in the almighty protection of the yards. They haven't been seen in Palana since.
What is this place about?
What kind of pilgrim doesn't know about Palana? The special kind, I'm sure. But did you know that the town is built on the roots of the essence vine? This is why Talans are coming here to surrender their essence to the yards.
Question is, where do I go from here?
If you're seeking direction, I suggest you talk to Hirax, Palana's master of ceremonies. I'll warn you, he's not as charming as I am.
Goodbye, Kor.
Until the next moon.
Liaz? Talk to me.
I'm a little busy deciphering new symbols we found in the Elue temple. They're fascinating.
Speaking about the temples, the Talans didn't build them, right?
The ancients must have used special techniques to raise the 4 temples. They didn't share their technology with us.
How often are they used?
There are no codex ceremonies anymore. It has been the only activity in the temple since Palana was built. The mountain village gathers the 4 essences in one unique location.
And yet the Yods chose a temple to bring me back here. I wonder why.
The Yods speak in mysterious ways, Ulukai. I have to go now.
All right, I'm gonna go after the Codex, so I'll have a closer look at the place.
Adelpha surely needs its Daroshams. Good luck. Liaz out.
Can we talk?
Friend, you clearly don't know who you're talking to, so let me fill you in. My name is Agiton. I'm in charge of the Fey Darosham. Were you planning to end your life in flames today?
I'm good, thanks.
Not that you can, anyway. The Darosham is closed until further notice.
Tell me about the Fey Darosham.
The Fey essence is the essence of hunters, Dolotai guardians, soldiers. Although no soldiers remain on Adelpha, this is the gateway through which their reverted essence can reach the Yods, or it used to be. The invaders have screwed with our reversion long enough.
What are you gonna do about it, hothead?
You should have seen me in my young moons. I would have thrown every last one of them into the volcano since they're so interested in it.
Death by lava. Nice, but not my favorite.
You're a fighter. Give me one of your weapons and we'll wipe them off Adelpha together. You and me.
Whoa, slow down. Don't go breaking a hip on me.
Ever since I was a child on Kizar, I've dreamed of being in an epic battle. I was about to join Croax's army, but the Almayel convinced everyone that war is wrong. But this is the right war. It should have been my war. And what do? Nothing. Goddamn nothing.
Well, you don't have to fight on the battlefield to be part of the resistance. There are other ways to contribute.
Alana is not powerless. I've heard Rumbar and Hirax discuss the secrets of the Essence Vine. It is our strongest asset. We have to use it as a weapon against the oppressor.
How can you do that?
Well, I'm not sure. They wouldn't share their secrets with me. They're afraid I'd unleash a firestorm. And they're right, I would. If only my Darosham was restored, it would strengthen my essence.
What will it take to get your Darosham up and running?
The invaders built a base inside our largest volcano, where they reroute the lava to forge their weapons. To bring harmony to the Fey essence, their base must be destroyed. But the Yods are more patient than I am.
Well, anything they build, I can
I didn't say unbuild. I said destroyed! I want them turned into ashes! I see your weapons, Pilgrim! The fire in your eyes! You can do this!
Maybe. So if I destroy their volcano base, your Darasham can get back to business?
Almost. There's one other piece to this puzzle. I will need the Codex from the Fey Temple. We'll need the Yods on our side, and the Codex contains that power.
Where can I find the Fey Codex?
Once per cycle, the Codex is brought back to the Fey Temple so the Darasham Keeper and the Master of Ceremonies can perform a ritual to recharge it. With enough spiritual energy, the Codex can power the Fey Darasham for a complete cycle.
Why did you come back from the temple empty-handed?
When the invaders attacked, our chief, Rumbar, ordered the 4 Codex to be returned to their temples. Now we can't get them back. You came at a bad time, Pilgrim.
Business is slow, huh?
Slow? Look at this place. Nothing's happening in Palana since these goddamn invaders landed on our planet. Yods must hate me.
Hey, don't take it personal.
Why would they make me a Darasham Keeper, then take away the Darasham? Why would they deny me an honorable fight against our oppressors?
What is this place about?
You don't know? Palana is a sacred destination for all those who want to shuffle off this mortal coil and return to the loving embrace of the Yods. The town is built on the roots of the Essence Vine. Did you come here to revert?
Look at me. Do I look like a suicidal person to you?
I see. You're afraid of the final transformation. We get a lot of that. Talk to Hirax, the Master of Ceremonies. He will ease your confusion. On second thought, he might make it worse. This is Hirax we're talking about after all.
Are you a friend of Hirax?
Huh! Hirax doesn't have friends. If the Ka Darosham was active,
Well, sounds like a ray of sunshine.
don't listen to any of his guidance, Pilgrim. Unless you're desperate for a swim in a volcano.
That happened before?
Sadly, yes. Ask Hirax about Arabold. I don't want anything to do with his mess.
Are the invaders causing trouble in Palana?
Not directly. I mean, if you don't snoop around their fortress, they won't shoot you. But Yods above. I dream of showing up on their doorstep with enough firepower to blow them back to the stars.
Stay calm, Agaton.
I'll stay wherever I want to stay.
Cutter Slade, nice to meet you.
I thought I had a funny name, but
Are you spending a lot of time with Hirax?
not really. He's a bit of a drag. I've been avoiding him lately.
You don't talk to him? How do you guys do your spiritual business then? Email?
You met Email. He was one of my apprentices, yes, but I had to let him go because I can't employ 2 assistants in the current economy, you know? So I sent Hermos, my other apprentice, to talk. Let him deal with Herax's gloom and doom. Now that you mention it, I haven't seen Hermos since he spoke to Herax a few moons ago.
You didn't know he was missing?
He could just be hiding somewhere to avoid his chores. Wouldn't be the first time. If you talk to Herax, please ask him if he knows where Hermos is. I need my apprentice to keep an eye on the Darasham in case one of those urinating pilgrims shows up.
What's your deal, Uday?
I'm the keeper of the Eloe Darasham. If you're seeking to end your life, you're at the right place. At the wrong time. The Darasham is currently closed.
What is the Eloe Darasham about?
Ooh, a learner. Exciting. Well, some Talans visit Darashams when they have decided to complete their lives. Talans with the Eloe essence come here, to the Eloe Darasham, to revert back to the water from whence they came. But since the Darasham is closed, their hazardesses are trapped on Adelpha, unable to reach the Yods, lost and tormented.
Seems like the Yods want me to fix your Darasham, so... what's wrong with it?
What's wrong with it? You must have come across the lake over there. I can't count the number of pilgrims I've caught urinating in that lake for your sake. You travelers come here, drink a lot of our water, then run to the lake to... what the... yeah, damn it!
Okay, listen, I promise that I didn't relieve myself in your lake, okay? Why don't you tell me what the problem really is?
It's not just a lake. Hello? It's the Elway Darasham. The sacred gateway connecting our physical world to the eternal realm of the Yods. The invaders are polluting it with their waste and degrading its essence.
If I make them stop, will you chill?
Yes, I'll chill. 2 times, 3 times. You can find them at their putrid fortress behind the lake. But
what? Talk to me, Uday.
even if you stop the polluting, the Elway Codex would still be far from Polana. The Codex is the Darasham's power source.
So I'll find this Codex and bring it back to you. You good with that?
By the yard, yes! It has enough spiritual energy to power the Elway Darasham for a whole cycle.
Why don't you have it now?
After the Darasham went down, our chief Rumbar ordered every codex to be returned to their temple. And there they stay, under the protection of the yards.
Goodbye, Uday. Hey, how's it going?
Ah, good moon, pilgrim. My name is Unback.
Hirix ain't the cuddly type?
He's seen better moons. A master of ceremonies in a time of no ceremonies is a master of none. If he starts telling you stories about the Umgan cave, be polite and nod, but don't go there.
I'm not sure what the Umgan cave is.
Umgan was the first keeper of the Gonda Darasham, hundreds of thousands of moons before my time. It is said that Umgan didn't revert in Polana, but in a cave that was named after him.
Who's saying that?
Hirix. He tells the tale to pilgrims who are seeking Gonda guidance. It is true that the Umgand cave is a sacred landmark, but...
What are you trying to say?
Every time Hirix tells the tale, he changes the location of the cave. Doing so, he sends those poor pilgrims on wild Krakit chases. The latest one, a local fellow, hasn't been seen in 100 moons.
Show me where he was sent to and I'll take a look.
How the odds would I know?
What do you do here?
Ah, marvelous question. I've been asking myself that for moons now. Basically, I wait. I wait. One of these moons, my master Yolo will revert, and I will succeed him as keeper of the Ganda Darasham. Until then, I'm just an apprentice, and a very patient one.
You want your boss gone, huh? Is Yolo a jerk?
No, we're all very fond of Yolo. You won't find a quieter Talan in all of Adelpha. I don't remember the last time anyone heard his voice.
Okay, some beast ripped his throat out or something?
Oh, no. He started meditating a few cycles ago, and hasn't moved ever since. Not even a wiggle of a toe.
Maybe I can make him move.
Go easy on him. Yolo's bones are more fragile than the most...
Mr. Darashan Keeper, sir. Do you hear me? Anyone in there? Yo, man. Young people talk like that where I'm from.
Yeoman was my great-great-grandfather, and he was still younger than Yolo when he crossed the Fey Darashan.
I was checking on your boss, Yolo, and I think you're right. Disco is more active than this guy, and trust me, Disco is pretty dead.
Oh, no. Yolo has willingly entered a deep meditative state to save his strength for the moon of his reversion.
Well, can't you give him a push into the Darashan? Just a little help with the final mile, you know?
I can wait. I'm still young, and when the Darashan is finally restored, we'll see what happens.
Where's this Ganda Darashan? And how do I get its magic back?
The Ganda Darashan is in the sacred cave. But to experience its holy power, the Ganda essence must be restored.
Seems I'm the best restorer you got. What should I do?
The invaders are destroying our trees and stealing our wood. If they damage the root of the essence vine, Yod's almighty, we lose everything.
Do they have a center of operations? We need to hit them where it hurts.
Their extraction facility is nearby.
All right. After I smash their toothpick factory, you'll be back to sending hazarduses to the afterlife?
Not exactly. We would still need the Ganda Codex, a powerful artifact that connects the earthly location of the Darashan with the spiritual dimension of the Yods.
The Ganda Codex? I'm afraid I need a crash course on that.
Clearly, you are not a pilgrim. Once per cycle, the 4 codexes representing each of the 4 essences are brought back to their respective temples. There, a ritual is performed so the Yods can replenish the power of the codex, and it is returned to the Darashan for another cycle.
No, but why isn't your codex in Polana?
Rumbar's orders. He said a codex is safer in its temple, where the Yods can protect them instead of us.
Take it easy, Umba.
Easy. Yes, very good.
It's you?
Lydian. Can't get enough of that stuff. Do not need Kamanai chasing me. Okay, they all want to play. locked onto me. Okay, they all want to play. afraid. They're coming. about vertigo. Yikes.
Talans can't travel to or from Desan without activating its master Daoka. The invaders have hidden its core at the top of the village's main pillar. See if you can reach the outpost I'm marking on your map.
Consider it done. Slate out.
But it's not done, is it?
It's a confusing figure of speech, I'll give you that. Nice. What's up, pal?
You must be taking me for somebody else. My name is Brahm, not Pal.
You're right. I'm being too familiar. The name is Cutter Slade.
Cutting what now?
What do you do here?
What do I do? Well, I studied mine engineering in Procreana and rose through the ranks to become the head of quarry operations here in Desan. But now I work the pillars for Heledium, so the invaders don't shoot me. Fun.
Why are the invaders taking prisoners?
Hard to tell. Maybe they want to scare us into working harder. They keep the prisoners alive. I know that.
How do you know that?
Look, every second I talk to you, I'm not working. And if the drones see me not working, you're gonna talk to my desk next time.
So, drones are terrorizing Desan.
Sure, you can call it terrorizing. You'd be terrorized too if you saw what they did to my friends.
I could shoot a few down if it helps.
Be my guest. Those damn drones are shooting at the Talan and the Nom-Noms without any discrimination. I don't even know how McCann can still... Okay, enough said. I have to get back to work.
Why do you work for the invaders?
What choice I got? Don't know how many alien invasions you got in your neck of the woods, stranger, but this one sucks, okay? Every Talan here is forced to collect the smaller crystals that they can't dig with their monster machines. Try to run, you get reverted. Try to fight, you get reverted. Or worse, made their prisoner for a while until you get reverted.
Baram from Sapa told me we should talk.
Sorry, stranger, I haven't set 3 toes in Sapa. Don't know no, Baram.
You're Brahm, right? Baram said you studied engineering together in Procreana.
You got the wrong Brahm. Now, if you excuse me, I gotta get back to work.
I have to go.
See you next moon.
Easy left now. Yay. Hard right coming up. Ooh, left again. Ooh, slow. Now continue straight.
Oh boy, what is this one doing? Wow, smells funny in here. What's up with you?
I'm not here.
Okay, I see you though.
My body's here, but my mind's cruising the metaverse. And we are happy.
Did you smoke something?
Oh, just plants. I wouldn't be a good alchemist if I didn't get silly on my own supply. I'm Draud. What's up?
What's wrong with the nom-noms this time?
They got shot, man. Talans have shamazes, but these poor creatures don't have Zork, so they just die.
There must be a cure. Can't you come up with something?
No, I wouldn't know where to start. But I heard rumors about a nut job, some kind of beast whisperer who fixes animals. I forget which village he's in. Since no one in Desan's been able to solve this, you might want to try your luck with him. Zanat mentioned him a couple of times. Maybe he could tip you off.
Should I bring the vet here once I find him?
Not sure what a vet is, but no tourist would last more than a moon working those pillars. If you bring me the recipe of a cure and its ingredients, I could certainly whip something up for you. I'll even test it on myself first. I love new experiences.
Desan seems like a tough place to start a greenhouse. Pretty rocky around here.
It's true. I had to diversify my business. I mix my plants with stones, oil, and nom-nom mucus to create bombs and, other products. I'm also brewing my own variety of black lampe. I call it, guar lampe. You might have heard about it.
How strong is this guarlampe drink?
Ooh, very strong. It'll flip you on your back. Lampe to the max. It won't fix your crushed foot or broken arm, but it will make your stomach as strong as ancient steel, which is a pretty good side effect in a town with no food. After a few shots of guadalampe, you're able to eat pretty much anything and survive. Bandage broth, rotten croquette steaks, oil dessert, or my all-time favorite, dirt souffle in a workbench sauce.
Sounds disgusting. What does it taste like?
Well, that's the second side effect. Guadalampe makes your taste buds disappear. You don't taste anything at all. And don't get me started on the third side effect. Ooh, yachts, damn.
Let me guess, a massive hangover?
You're funny, dude. You know how Talans have 11 senses, but they can't use their 11th sense until they lose one of their other 10, right? One sense goes away, and boom! It is immediately replaced with the next one in line.
No. What's this 11th sense called?
It's a pretty new find. Couldn't come up with a consensus name yet. We call it 11 for now. It's like feeling the nature of things around you. You start to know stuff you didn't know existed, like where these things are, their exact place in the universe. Like after a few shots of guadalampe, miners start locating the helidium hidden in the pillars with their minds. It's deep, man.
Wow, that stuff must be pretty popular around here. I'm surprised that you're not brewing it every day.
I'll have to soon. Ever since the invaders took our shamaz, this town's drinking more guadalampe than ever before. You won't feel the pain if you drink enough, I guess. I ran out of ingredients. I need to restock. Fast.
Have a good trip.
Oh, don't mind if I do. Woohoo!
nice view. Move it, Slade. They're coming. Yeah, this is gonna hurt. You're good to go. Run as fast as you can.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm fast. I used to be a racer in Desan. I won the Silver Cup at the Nom Nom event back in the moons.
All right, champ. See you on the tracks then. Should be fine. Hey there. I'm Cutter Slade. Who are you?
The name's Nadul. I'm the former chief of Desan.
Who's the new chief?
The invaders? This village is now an occupied state. Anyone who comes here must be stupid or asking to be reverted. Which one are you, stranger?
Well, my ex would say stupid. This may sound crazy, but I've been sent by the Yods. I think.
The Yods? They have abandoned us.
What's the problem with the nom-noms?
Save your questions for the other villagers, stranger. If they start to trust you, perhaps I will trust you as well.
But you're their leader. Shouldn't it be working the other way around?
Former leader. In Desan, trust is even more precious than food. If you're sent by the odds, prove it by helping us. Bring a little faith back to these forsaken lands.
Who's giving you orders?
Not who, but what. The invaders are machines without essence. Their ever-present drones watch us from above and shoot us when we step out of line. You would think we could deliver enough Helidium to sate their appetite, but no. The more we provide, the more they demand. Not even our animals can escape the misery. Their damn toxic waste poisons our nom-noms.
What did you do in this village?
The massive pillars we stand on are filled with different varieties of Helidium, the most precious elements in Adelpha. We used to mine the pillars and extracted the Helidium for our own benefit.
Doesn't look like the mining stopped.
We're now slaves, mining for the invaders' profit. We're too starved and weak to offer any resistance.
I don't know about you, but I'm always grumpy on an empty stomach. How could we enhance the mood around this place?
It's too late. We're as good as reverted.
The invaders are filthier than sewer rats.
I'm not sure what you mean, but if you're referring to Damanai, we don't have those filthy rodents in Desan.
Yeah, something like that. For a toxic waste dump, your village looks pretty clean.
The invaders dump all their waste at the foot of the northeast pillar. A steaming junkyard infested by vicious packs of krakits. I should get rid of this waste. But even with the Aukas back on, I would have a hard time finding any volunteer for early reverting.
I could start by getting rid of the Krakens. Can you describe them to me?
Can you describe fear?
Only vaguely, and we never really met. Let me get rid of yours.
You sound brave. Or brain damaged. Either way, a little toxic radiation shouldn't be a problem for you. If you clean up this mess, Desan will be in your debt. Destroy any toxic barrels you can find.
Hold on. How toxic is toxic? I don't want to glow in the dark. Or maybe I do. That'd be kind of cool. But seriously, what's in it for me?
The invaders are throwing all kinds of useful things in their trash. Help us steal these treasures and we'll share them with you.
Well, it's not stealing if it comes from the trash. Rule number 1 on the mean streets of Cincinnati.
I can't handle more drama right now. You mind keeping your personal tragedy to yourself?
Right. Focus on the trash. I'm out of here. Liaz, you hear me?
What is it?
The people of Desan are in trouble.
Yes. They're the most isolated village since the Daokas went down. And the invaders are using them to mine the pillars. Their cruelty makes me sick.
Well, people here are suspicious of strangers. I need a way to gain their trust. Any ideas?
The chief is a good Talan. I think the others look up to him. Do what he says, and you should be fine.
But he wants me to talk to the other Talans.
Then talk to them. I'm sure they report back to him. Desan follows a certain code. You need to play by their rules.
All right, I'll try to mingle then. Slate out.